Hi guys, you already know what it is, but you hear that sound. We are back. This is our entertainment where I see and I report back. Today I want you guys to sit back. I want you to relax because this is about to be a very bumpy ride. Put on your seatbelts. Buckle up. We are about to do a mere comparison. But before we do, I want you to sit back. Close your eyes and imagine a fairy tale little land 15 miles away. And we have landed in the Real Housewives Potomac streets. Let's talk about it. Today we are looking at two rival icons. Firstly, Gizelle Bryant, known as the First Lady, in comparison to Karen Huger, preferably known as the Grand Dame. A lot happened in season 10, and I don't even want to touch on that. Wendy and her fruit cases, I want to park that to the side. Ashley and her piggybacking on everything that Gizelle was saying and becoming a mean girly, I don't even want to touch on that. Let me go back to essentially what I want to discuss. But first thing is first, season 10. They have been streaming on the Bravo network for about 10 decades now. We have to give our flowers to them. We were introduced to these girls in 2020. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm giving you time. I'm going to make a clear distinction between the two ladies. A clear comparison, so evident that even a blind man can see through it. Because we have seen these two ladies in comparison within the past seasons. What I love about season 10 is the fact that we got to see Gizelle Bryant to lead the team or lead the ladies. And this is beautiful because this allows this comparison between her and the Grand Dame, Karen Hugen, to be clear. Because we've seen Karen lead the ladies in the past 9 seasons. Let's talk about Karen. Let's go ahead and actually dissect this entire 9 season that we've seen the Grand Dame, Karen, who has actually led the ladies. And these are essentially my thoughts. I felt like when it came to her part, she walked and talked with elegance. She carried herself with class, and she was messy at times. But what I loved is the fact that she called the ladies into order, and she questioned the ladies. We have seen her in the past seasons. We have seen her be the friendly girl, the girl that applauds other ladies, attends events, bring about the sisterhood, create events, host trips. And I have to say, it was beautiful to see her usher a sisterhood. Because as much as we enjoy the drama, we enjoy watching them get along. So I felt like when Karen was in charge, she made the ladies feel comfortable. She had a way of bringing them together. And essentially, she had a way of making them come into the group and them feeling like this is a safe place. Take Mia, for instance. When she came along, she was who she was. Of course, she was an ex-stripper. But, she was confident because Karen was like, you know what, this is who you were and this is what you do now. And she was able to execute herself with her confidence and create a safe space to be. She did the same thing even with Wendy. When Wendy came into the group, she was like, yes, Professor you. Yes, at some point she'd be messy, but it doesn't take away that she made the ladies feel safe, which is what I genuinely feel like Gizelle Bryant lacks. Immediately when these ladies step in, she's questioning them, how they look, what they're wearing, what's happening, what's going on in their personal lives, their personal affairs. She's in their pockets, she's in the no rest, And I feel like Karen Huger allowed the ladies to feel like this is a safe place, and therefore they were able to express themselves. I feel like that's actually the reason why she was able to take in a lot of ladies under her wing. She even did it with Candace. Her ability to lead, I have to say, is impeccable. And when we compare that, when we actually take a moment and we compare that to Gizelle Bryant, I personally feel like Gizelle Bryant is an instigator. She thrives on conflict, drama, misunderstanding, and being malicious. And I dislike that. I feel like she is more confrontational. What she doesn't understand is that us as a viewer, because I'm a viewer myself, I'm a consumer of the Bravo network, I'm a consumer of the Real Housewives of Potomac, amongst the others, and I have to say that I also enjoy watching them get along. These little moments when you see in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and you saw Dorit and Kyle go to this beautiful summer trip, and they were having a good time. We enjoy seeing these moments. We enjoy watching a sisterhood. We enjoy watching them get along, and I feel like this is what Gizelle lacked to understand in this in season 10. Just watching her being in charge is like, no, rest, enjoy the moment. Even at that particular point when they were by the gas station and they were having pizza and a couple of beers, they were having a good time, they were having a kiki, they were even enjoying the food, because you know that greasy food be nice. You know, they were really enjoying the food. But then she had to go ahead and be messy. And it was like, no, let the sisterhood happen. There's a reason why it's a sisterhood. You'd find that it's 5 to 6, 7 sometimes, depending on the franchise, a bunch of ladies, because it's a sisterhood. That's what it's built on. That's what it's formed on. And that is the part that Gizelle lacks to understand. And another thing that has actually been going on the streets, which we'll of course touch upon, and that is essentially my take on the two ladies. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is our entertainment. See you on another one.